Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Hey, I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the room. It should be a big smile on your face because I'm live at 5 and bringing this energy to you. It is a Monday. It ain't my day. You know, Friday is my day, but I'm going to give y'all, for those of you who love the Mondays, it's your day. And I'm here bringing the energy so you can finish strong. But look, my name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. How do you do that? By building your courage, confidence, and competence to accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. I see you inside of the private group. Hey, girl. Hey. I don't know who it is. Get Facebook, StreamYard permission to show your name, or just let me know who you are so I can shout you out. Hey, sissy. Thank you so much for my red dress. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here on a Monday. Yes. Thank you for sharing as well. Come on, come through, sissy. That's what I'm talking about. So my request is that you go ahead and share this video. Sherilyn said, hello, Stephanie. Stephanie, you've been doing it, girl. How are you? You know, I commented on your last video when you was teaching the song, girl. You a bad member jammer. That's all I can say. But so happy that you are here today. I'm looking for another session with you and your girls, so I know something can be planned for the summer that I ain't just got to stumble upon it. You can let me know so I can put it on the calendar. But anyway, you didn't hear that from me. Let's get into this lesson today. Be on the lookout. Put it in the chat. Be on the lookout. See, Stephanie, I be on the lookout for my blessings, okay? So the last time I caught you, because I just be on the lookout, right? But I don't want to be on the lookout all the time. Sometimes I just want some stuff to be on the schedule. But again, you didn't hear that from me. Put this in the chat. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. So let's get into this conversation on this Monday. This conversation, I love you too. So this conversation is for the coasters, the people that's just, flying by the seat of their pants and coasting in life. And I know you might not describe yourself as that, but if it's not existing in your calendar, if you don't plan things and you kind of go with the flow and you react instead of them being prepared, then this conversation is for you. That's who I'm describing. Put it in the chat. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. So let's get into this conversation. So today I went out. I'm getting prepared for Southside Everywhere 1 year's anniversary. So I'm getting outfits together for photo shoots and all the things. So I'm on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Put it in the chat. Be on the lookout. And I was looking for a black bag, y'all. Believe it or not, I don't have a black pocketbook, or I didn't have one, but I got one now. As a matter of fact, I got two. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Don't get into my business. Don't go minding my business about one and two, and they're a little different. But listen, I was actually looking around in Macy's. You know, that's kind of like the only store here that I can find some things. And then Ross, my store in the clutch. And I saw a bag that I liked, and it caught my eye. I stopped and I was just like, man, this is unique. This is a nice bucket bag because I'm into bucket bags right now. So something told me to just go and check the price, right? Because I know it was crazy sales all weekend. I think Macy's just ended like an extra 20% off or something like that. So I took the bag and I took it to the price check that hang on the wall. Do y'all know the bag was like $34? The original price was like $99. So guess what you think I started doing with all the bags that I like, right? Every time I saw, and it didn't have a red sticker on it. It didn't have a reduced price. It didn't say last act. It didn't have any of that information on there. But see, I was on the lookout for my deals, right? I was on the lookout. And this is how you need to be with the things that you want to achieve in your life, the things that you've been praying about, the things that you've been talking about, the things that's in your mind that maybe you haven't even verbalized yet. You want to be on the lookout. Put it in the chat, be on the lookout. So number one, I want you to kind of streamline what you're looking for, because see, I don't want to distract you. I think last week we talked about this, like knowing what you don't want and knowing what you want, but making sure that you're focusing more on the things that you do want, because whatever it is that you're focused on will show up. Do you get that? It doesn't matter if it's a don't in front of it. It doesn't matter if it's a want in front of it. Whatever it is that you're focusing on and you're thinking about is what's going to show up. Okay. Do you get that? So I want you to focus and continue to focus this year on what you want. Don't worry about what you don't want, because you're clear about it. Put it in the back burner. You can even write it on the list. I don't want this. Great. Brain dump it. And then I want you focusing the rest of the year on what you want. Put it in the chat. Focus on what you want. Put it in the chat. Focus on what you want. So number one, be on the lookout. Y'all thought I'd get distracted. I ain't distracted. Be on the lookout. First thing that I want you to be on the lookout for is your blessings. Put it in the chat. You need to be on the lookout for your blessings. And why is that? Because there's so many around you each and every day. I think the pastor mentioned this either this Sunday or last Sunday, that we tend to not count our blessings as often as we should. And if we did, we would stop complaining about the things that we don't have, right? Or the things that we wish we had or could have had or someone else had that we don't have. If we would just focus on the blessing, then we would see how blessed we truly are, and how that the things that we may be maybe even hoping for, wishing for, maybe even wanting would come and show up in due season, but we have already so much to be excited about. Do you get that? And if it wasn't me looking for my blessing, right? Flipping the rock over, put it in the chat, flip the rock over. If I wasn't flipping the rock overs in the store, do you get that I wouldn't have found my blessing today, right? I probably would have saw the bag. I would have seen the $99 tag. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to pay $99 for a bag that's not a Coach, right? Or a Michael Kors or some name brand that I feel is worthy of my $100+. And then Macy's, I didn't see a bag in there that was worth that. But if it wasn't me I don't want to say just trying to see like, okay, this is a nice bag. Let me just see what it is. It said $99, but for some strange reason, I wasn't accepting that in my spirit. Put it in the chat. Don't accept this stuff in your spirit. Put it in the chat. Because sometimes the things that you see, and this is what it is, sometimes when God is telling you to not focus on what you see with your natural eye, right? When we hear things like that, we kind of don't understand. But when you look at things and all the facts are telling you that it's this particular way, that the bag is $99, but because I was looking for my blessing, because I was hopeful that no, this could not be marked down. This bag is sitting out here by itself, ain't nothing else around it. It might be on sale. Let me just check it out. And it was. That's the way that I want you to do for the blessings in your life. Number one, I want you to count them. Number two, I want you to be looking for them. Like just knowing in your heart and your spirit that something is going to work out for you, that something is going to turn around. Something that you see right now is going to disappear if you would just continue to look or continue to move or continue to work towards that thing that you want. But I need you to be on the lookout for your blessings. Number two, here's the thing too. I want you to be on the lookout for the warnings. Okay. So you know how sometimes you get that feeling like something ain't right here, or I need to do something different, or I need to ask some additional questions. And sometimes we're fearful of that, right? We don't want to make people uncomfortable. We're afraid to approach people about certain things, right? I was just recently asked a question about, do you think that they would tell me? I'm telling you, y'all, I'm kind of confident when it comes to asking these questions, but I go to people all the time and start asking questions about things that I want in the store, and it just doesn't matter, right? I want to know, and the only reason why is because either I'm not sure, I'm not clear, and in order for me to get to that point, I got to look at these signs that I'm getting. If I'm feeling uncomfortable in my spirit, in my shanana, I need to investigate and see what it is. I'm not going to ignore it, so don't do that, right? I want you to be on the lookout for it. That's why sometimes we end up in these horrible relationships, personal and business relationships, because we don't heed to the warning. And it's because sometimes we want something so bad that we tend to not listen and pay attention to what God is sending us in the spirit and in the flesh. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I want you to be on the lookout for the warnings. So then when they come, when you see them, they don't catch you by surprise. You're actually prepared because you was flipping the rocks over, okay? And then number three, here it is. I want you to be on the lookout for confirmation. You know how sometimes you enter into a space. I could walk into the space or I could declare something, right? Sometimes it's just in my declaration, which is in my conversation, in my language. Because that's where life really happens. It's in language. That's where it all is. That's where transformation is. That's where creation is. That's where life is. It's all in language. Put it in chat. Everything that you're seeking is in language, how you're talking about things, how things occur to you, how you repeat stuff, how you create stuff, and it's all in your words. It's all in language. So that's why you got to be careful with what it is that you're saying and then what it is that you're doing. So when you want confirmation, number one, I always ask, like for a particular confirmation, hey, maybe it's something specific. Maybe it's just some words or conversation that someone comes to you and tell you. I remember when I wanted God to confirm that speaking, teaching, and coaching is what I should be doing. I said, look. Here's what I need you to do. If you allow someone to come to me and make the request for me to speak at something, I will do it. And I know that it's you and that you're not playing. Now, needless to say, I'm doing this right now. So you know what happened, right? It was confirmed. Like he actually sent someone to me. I never said anything about, God told me that I should be speaking and teaching. I didn't say anything. That was my secret because, of course, I didn't want that to happen. So, I wasn't talking about it, right? And so when it happened, I said, okay, he confirmed it and he did it in a way that I asked him to. And he didn't stop there. He continued to have me sign up for things or be in the presence of things that would train me in what it is that he wanted me to become, right? So I was registering for things and going places where they was training speakers on how to develop presentations, how to make products, how to do stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't even understand why I'm in this space. I'm not here for that. But he was giving me exposure to help get me started on the path of where I needed to go. He was giving me the confirmation I needed. Like, no, Deneen, I really need you to get started. I need you to be on this path. I need you to move in this particular direction. I get that you may be afraid. I get that you may not know or believe that you need to know the things that you need to know. But I promise you, I will provide. Put it in the chat. He always provides. Put it in the chat. He always provides. And sometimes it's not in the ways that we think he should provide. But this is why you got to be on the lookout. Put it in the chat. You got to be on the lookout. You have to be open enough to know that he's sovereign and that he got his stuff together. He knows exactly what you need, when you need it, how you need it, the way you need it. But you got to be looking out for it. You got to know, like, okay, I don't know how God going to show up in this, but I know he's showing up. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Isn't this the fact that when he shows up, even when you don't know that he was going to show up in a particular way, when you get it, you're like, oh, that was him. It's so clear that was him, right? It's no question in your mind that, oh, he showed up and he showed out, right? Because whatever it was in the natural that you thought was going to happen and how things was going to unfold, when God shows up, it totally blows your mind. It's totally different than what you could ever expect. Like today, my mind was blown. It's not always the big thing. It's the little thing. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what made me go check the price on that bag, but I checked the price on the bag and look at the blessing that I got, right? When I got to the register, I was like, okay, like, I got these birthday coupons coming. Do I get anything off? They was like, no, this is the lowest that it could go. This is it. But I was like, okay, ain't no harm in asking. I just want to make sure that I got the best deal that I possibly could, right? Because again, I was looking for my blessing. So look, quick recap on what's happening today when it's for you to be on the lookout. Number one, be on the lookout for your blessings. Number two, be on the lookout for the warnings. And number three, be on the lookout for the confirmation. All right, y'all, it's my last week before the vacay. Y'all don't even understand how excited I am. Y'all better get on board because Friday is all about the recap. It's going to be the end of quarter two. We're going to need to talk about some things. You're going to need to do some work. And then I'm going to invite you to a working session. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it's going to be something. And we're going to work, and it's going to be everything social. It's going to be everything social. Put it in the chat. Working session on everything social. Meaning we're going to get into a space. We're going to work on posts. We're going to work on different platforms, like where we want to be, any type of marketing things, different tools that you can use. Like you'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to ask me questions and your peers questions, but we also going to be working. So this is when you need to have your Canva account pulled up or whatever platform you use to schedule your social media posts for however long you can schedule it for in advance. And we're going to get some ideas and we're going to get this stuff done and we're going to get some graphics done and we're going to get ahead of this third quarter, right? So that's what I'm planning on doing. I might do it towards the end of July, so look out for that. And then, of course, Becoming a Change starts in August, so I'll be releasing information via email and also online about that. And in the month of July, it'll be Christmas in July. So if you missed any of the messages that took place during the 12 days of Christmas, and if you are interested in being on this year's 12 days of Christmas, that's the time that you need to let me know in the chat, like, hey, yo, I need to be a part of this. So there it is. This is your Live at 5 message today. Be on the lookout. Always looking forward to serving you. I will see you guys on Wednesday. It's the countdown to the vacay. It's the countdown to Southside Everywhere celebration. Hope you guys will be there July the 2nd. I'm going to be in North Kakalaka. So hopefully you'll be there as well. And if you have any questions or anything and you want to talk to me or be in conversation with me, you can always schedule a discovery call. Slide up in my DM and just ask me for the link. If you can't find it on my page, which I believe is on the link tree, go to the link tree, schedule your discovery session if you want to be in conversation. All right, always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live